What is up, everybody? Here's Marcus McGee. I wanted to do this video with you for a while. I just wanted to do a video with you for a while. I'm a fan of your style. You're a really entertaining fighter. Um, I already got you blushing, bro. Um, how are you? You good?
I'm good, man. Yeah, just another blessed one, man. Just another blessed one.
Yeah. Are you hurt at all? Like you don't look like you have anything on you.
No. Obviously, I had a couple little scrapes and scratches. I got punched too, but yeah, no. Body's good, man. A couple bumps, couple bruises, just like a regular fist fight. But no, nothing to take with me.
Okay. Okay. How obviously, you want to enjoy time with family. I always see you're a big family guy, so that's good. I'm happy for you. But how long is it till we could see you back in the cage possibly?
Yeah, man. I told the guys end of August, beginning of September. So pretty quickly, if it's up to me, I think. If I could fight every 10 to 12 weeks, that sounds good, because it gives me a week and a half to spend time with family, eat, enjoy myself. And then it gives me another week to get myself back together. And then gives me, at least 6 to 7 weeks for a camp. So for me in particular, I think September would be perfect if it's up to me because it gives me just enough time. So I'd like to go September and I'd like to go end of November or December. So that's the plan.
That's good. You got like the Marab schedule. He fought the same exact way. I feel like. I didn't know if I saw, but did you call someone out or no?
I didn't really call anybody out because I'm gonna fight everybody. Like I'm down to fight everybody. I gave names, obviously I gave multiple names, but
Who's like the
uh,
one that if we're who's like the one who's like most likely going to happen just based off what you think?
man, I wouldn't even know. I couldn't even tell you, bro. There's not one name that comes off the top of my head that's like, oh yeah, that's the fight to make that they're gonna make. I can imagine them sending me the other way because I just hit the top 15. I can imagine them having me fight outside of the top 15. I can imagine them having me fight in the top 15. So it really is just gonna depend on who they decide. But again, I like a lot of the matchups. I like a lot of the different matchups that are out there, and I'm open to all of them.
Mhm. And obviously, I mean, I saw the fight. That was a great fight against you and Peter Yan. He's obviously current champ. When you fought him, did it feel like some? Did it feel like another level, kind of? I mean, he's obviously one of the best.
I don't know. Like, there's absolutely levels, but a fight's a fist fight, and no, everyone's got a chance that has hands and feet, a mind, a heart, and the willingness to fight. So, yeah, I give him credit for a lot of his ability to adapt and adjust and win moments and be big inside of moments, for sure. But it was just for me in particular, he was just another opponent, another man just like me, who bleeds, who has a family, So it was an honor to share the cage with him, and he's definitely going to go down as one of the greatest in the sport. There's no doubt about it. But I didn't look at it as any different than fighting John Giannis. I knew John Giannis was going to want the same thing. He doesn't care that Peter Yan's one of the greatest in the world. He
Mhm.
wants to beat Peter Yan. He wants to have those accolades.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, your style is fun, is striking, everything. But yeah, we'll just get into this. We are ranking fighters. Obviously some of them skate, but I heard you're a big skateboard. You like skateboarding?
Yeah, I'm a big skateboarding
How
fan.
often
Yep.
do you skateboard?
I've been skateboarding since I was 12 years old. So I've been skateboarding for most of my life.
How often? Like twice a week, once. What do you?
Oh yeah, at least twice a week. Yeah, like twice a week, 3 times a week, at least. Yep.
You ever get nervous you're gonna hurt yourself?
Yeah, that's why I don't do it in camp. So I actually haven't touched my. I just got on my board after the fight. I went to the skate shop out there, which because I already had my board with me, but didn't buy my friends, all my training partners took my truck back home, and I stayed with my kids, and my board was in my truck, so I went and bought another board. Went and hit the park. I was super rusty because I hadn't skated since March. Because when I hear I'm gonna get a fight, I put the board down. Within 8 weeks outside the fight, I need to put the board down just because I can get hurt, and I really don't get hurt. It's not that I'm not scared that I will ever or that I will never get hurt. It's that I trust my skill set. Same thing with the mixed martial arts. I trust my abilities on my skateboard, and I trust that I'm gonna not get egotistical and get without outside myself and stay disciplined and and build my skill set opposed to trying to go crazy and hurt myself.
That makes sense. Yeah, the ego is what sometimes gets the best of people. Have you
It,
ever been like going to a fight maybe when you were younger and you hurt yourself in camp because of skateboarding?
no, never. No, no. Skateboarding never affected my fighting ability. Now snowboarding did.
Really?
I was snowboarding and somebody ran over my arm with their snowboard and cut all my extender tendons in my right hand. And so that was like 9 months outside of 9 months of recovery before I got a chance to fight again. So snowboarding did it to me, but not skateboarding.
Okay, wow. Damn, that sounds rough. I skied. I fractured my back, so that sucks. I hate. It's rough, but yeah. I mean, the tier list are pro shredder. Then we got solid skater, and then we got bad, and trash. I mean, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not too difficult. Just kind
All
of
right.
rank them wherever you want to go. Also, obviously, first Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell said that you and him have the same father. Is that true?
It's so funny that everyone took that so literal. We absolutely do, but it's our Father God in heaven that is the same Father, yo. Not the same biological earthly Father, but
Yeah.
Jesus says not to call your earthly father your earthly father. So if you know. So I understood what he meant by it.
He said, I swear, I thought I heard him say like blood related father. I thought he said something about that. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Through Christ, though, through Christ alone, which is in a lot of ways even deeper, than just being regular brothers, So that's what he meant by that.
Okay. Do you guys like know each other? I mean, besides that, do you guys hang out or?
We've just talked on social media, and then we both fought on the Abu Dhabi card, and then we both fought on this card. So we just had a lot of moments to spend together, and through those moments, we created a friendship, and just a, yeah, companionship essentially. He did invite me out to his ranch, to help to check it out, and also to learn a little bit about his whole dairy farm and everything, because that's something that I'm super intrigued and would be honored to go check out. So I think I am going to go out there and hang out with him for a little while and check out his ranch. But yeah, that's past that. No, we weren't friends or anything before fighting, or didn't know each other growing up or anything. We just created a friendship.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, how does that make sense? But
Yeah, yeah. We were spitting bars. We were spitting some bars in the sauna.
really, I think I
Yeah.
saw you guys. I saw you guys like. I don't know. I thought I don't know. I saw like a beat going. I know you guys were rapping.
Yeah, so there's a couple ones. We were singing we were just enjoying each other's time, and talking about the gospel, and listening to some Christian hip hop too, and then spitting
Can you
some
rap?
words of encouragement. Yeah, he can rap, I can rap. Yeah, for
Can you rap?
sure. Yeah, dude.
I don't know if I would love to hear something. I don't know if we can play a beat though, because YouTube's monetized. So um,
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you put me on blast right away. I gotta make sure I come with something equipped,
okay.
But
I hope it's not fast.
I do need to get out here and show that I got those skills too. I can throw down a hot 16.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe yeah. I won't put you on blast. We'll be more prepared next time. But
Yeah.
how do you think Bryce would do skating?
I don't know. I've never seen him on a skateboard. So if he doesn't already skateboard or hasn't skateboarded before, not very well.
I would
Uh,
go with that. I don't know if Bryce would be too good at skateboarding, to be honest.
yeah, not very well. It's just like one of those things, like you never done jujitsu or wrestling.
Yeah,
You're not gonna do good when you jump in there. Just how it is.
yeah. We'll put him at bad. Put him at bad. But this next guy does skateboard. Max Holloway.
I haven't actually seen him skateboard either. I think he more cruises though.
Yeah, I'm
I think
pretty
he's
sure.
more of a cruiser. So I think he would be more. He just cruises on the board. He's like he enjoys being on the skateboard. I wouldn't necessarily call him like a skateboarder. I might be wrong there, but I haven't seen him drop any clips. So
And would you consider yourself the best skateboarder in the UFC, guaranteed?
I do. I consider myself the best, and I'm not a cocky guy, but my skill set's just different. And like Jalen Turner is probably the closest thing to beat me, and he's only going to beat me in skate, like a game of flat ground skate. He has the ability to possibly beat me because he looks like he's consistent, and he looks like he's got a big bag of tricks flat ground. So I'm not doubting him at all.
What
I
makes
don't
him
think
look like, what makes him look like he has a big bag of tricks?
because I've watched his clips,
Oh,
I've
okay,
seen it.
okay.
So this goes back to people really posting, like really being skateboarders out there. Like he skateboards regularly too. You could tell, he skateboards on. It's not like he just used to skateboard and he can still get on there and do some things. Like he still skateboards regularly right now. He's still learning tricks. He's still getting his style back, which is very hard to do. Again, alongside being a professional MMA fighter, but that's why I appreciate his skill set because yeah, like Jalen Turner is that guy too. So I definitely consider Jalen Turner my biggest competition inside of the UFC for sure. So I'm not just in a line of my own, But I think there's this other guy named Eric Spicely, and he was pretty good too. So, but as far as right now goes, yeah, I think I got the crown.
All right, maybe you guys, maybe we'll set something up where you guys, meet up and we see who has the bigger bag of tricks. It's like a tongue twister. But this next guy, I think he snapped the board in half. Derek Lewis.
Yeah, I don't think Derek Lewis. I think he's gonna end up being trash on the skateboard.
I feel like you would bust his ass.
Yeah.
You would. Have you ever, I mean, you have to because you skated for a while. What's like the worst injury you got from skating?
Probably like maybe a concussion back in the day, fractured leg or like whatever the tip of the bone is in between the leg and the fractured shin bone, stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. Honestly, I've been blessed to not really like go crazy, hurt myself. Like I probably tore my freaking um not hamstring, my growing. I know I did that back in the day.
That one's probably rough.
Yeah, that's as bad as it got though.
Okay, that's good because usually I notice like when I talk to like people with skateboard, they like get like some crazy injuries. So
Oh, bro, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Like I have a bunch of buddies that like are really messed up from skateboarding, and again, like I said, God, I'm blessed. I'm because skateboarding is dangerous, and I know how dangerous it is. That's why I don't go out there and think I'm never gonna get hurt. It's just like I've built the ability to be able to know when I'm gonna get hurt and what I'm doing that can hurt me, so I'm extra cautious.
okay. Next one, not a fighter, but Dana White.
We're gonna go trash again, dude. Like I don't think Dana White's gonna skateboard. I think he would have appreciation for skateboarding,
Yeah.
but I don't think that dude. I'm telling you, man. Most people hurt themselves just getting on the board, bro.
Oh
Just
yeah, because the balance and everything.
100%. And if it's not something that you already done, and you're an adult now, it's gonna be very hard for you.
Okay. Okay. This next guy, I think he would be a pro shredder. Israel Adesanya. I mean, this guy is the most agile guy ever.
I don't think so though. Again,
Really?
that goes back to, if he does not skateboard, which I've never seen him on a
Oh no,
skateboard.
I'm saying if these guys were to skateboard, like I guess yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no such thing if these guys were to skateboard, right? It's either they have the skill set or they don't have the skill
I think
set.
Izzy would have the skill. You give him a week to practice. I think he gets it down.
Oh man, you don't skateboard, do you? You
No,
never
I know
skateboarded.
it takes longer than that, but like Israel
Yeah.
Adesanya is like one of the most. I mean, in his prime, one of the most athletic people like ever.
If you want to put him at air, I think that would be disrespectful to Max Holloway. But if you want to put him at air, you can put him at air. I've never seen him get
I think he'd be better than Bryce.
at skateboarding. I don't think so. I think
You don't
Bryce would have
think
a
Bryce is
better.
better?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't think either of them would be able to skateboard like that. I think that they would have to. I'm telling you, I don't think they want to. It's like wanting to do it. You have to want to go put yourself out
Where
there.
would you put him? Bad.
Let's put him next to Bryce. Yeah, just because if he's not already touching a skateboard, then he's got to be down there. Like Max can ride. Anybody who's at is going to be already able to ride the board.
Okay.
Just riding the board is hard enough though. Most people cannot even ride a skateboard.
Okay. Have you got into any fights while skateboarding?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's part of skateboarding. That's
Really?
part of skateboarding. Yeah, no, 100%. Honestly, I always loved martial arts anyways, but yeah, I was always scrapping. That's one of the things that you do, is scrap. So
Because of
you're just,
skateboarding?
yeah, 100%, man.
All right. What's your craziest fight skateboard story? I want to know this, dude. This is
Yeah,
more.
I wouldn't say necessarily crazy. They're all just fights, but uh,
Good story.
yeah, they're all just fights, man. But just a young kid comes in the park. Older guy has an issue with this kid snaking, taking. Basically, the kid doesn't know better on a skate park etiquette. Old guy gets mad, tries to pick on the kid. I step in. Me and him scrap. Cops get called. It's like simple stuff like that. And I mean, that'd be same thing like stories like that with other kids our age. Like a lot of times it's just like little small stories like that, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, we're all at the park and no one's really around and people have issues. Someone's trying to jump somebody else. I jump in the midst of it. People don't know better. We start scrapping. And then like bums too, like just being on the street and like homeless people when we go skate skate certain spots, bro. Some of those dudes be crazy pulling out weapons on you and stuff. And
Have you beat up a homeless guy before?
yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know if he was homeless or not, but for sure, like he definitely was estranged and trying to come at me
Oh,
crazy with a
all right.
weapon. You
Tell me
know what I'm
this
saying?
story. Tell me that this is it.
Yeah.
Beating up a
You,
homeless.
no, I'm not getting into it, but just know there's plenty of those too, bro. There's plenty of those too. And a lot
Crazy.
of skaters are going to have those stories, man, where I just saw one on the internet today. This dude's pulling up to the park with a knife, bro,
Weird.
and all the kids are I mean, there's been multiple moments similar to this. All the kids, like the teenage kids, adults, are there, and freaking the guy's moving around with a knife. Somebody hits the knife out of his hand with a skateboard. Then the next guy comes up, socks him in the face, drops him. Then three other people start stomping on him. Now, I'm not saying that was us, but I'm just saying, we might have had some moments like that ourselves.
Okay, damn, yeah. Have you ever knocked someone out at a skate park?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, definitely done that for
Oh my
sure.
god. Oh,
Yeah.
with just hands or like head
But-
kick?
Oh, just hands. Yeah, I didn't really kick people back in the day. I just used my
Really?
hands for most of it. I slammed people too. I definitely used the concrete.
Damn,
We always say it as
you're an animal,
skateboarders,
bro.
nobody hits harder than the concrete. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, a
Okay.
lot of. I'm not gonna incriminate myself too much, but
Yeah,
I was scrapping a whole lot long before I decided to step into a gym.
okay. Was one of the reasons why you got into fighting was because of skateboarding?
I was already into martial arts. I just really liked martial arts. And then I got into skateboarding just because I got into skateboarding. And those things were not synonymous,
Hmm.
but I always knew I wanted to protect myself and be able to be efficient at protecting myself because of the areas that I was always in.
Yeah.
So being physically capable of being able to fight was something that was important to me before I ever decided to go to the gym. So I was always like trying to train in like Tai Chi and Wing Chun and all these different like Kung Fu styles. And then I would also do like 6-inch pole, and I'd also do nunchucks, and I'd get two
Yeah.
of the bow staffs, and I just learned how to do like Cali stuff with the bow staffs and everything. And yeah, I just really cared about it. I love martial arts my whole life.
That's cool. You know, like was there like a certain fighter maybe that you looked up to or maybe kind of really got you into MMA?
Yeah, but it wasn't MMA. It wasn't MMA. No. I mean Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, Bruce
Really?
Lee, Jet Li. Yeah, those guys. Tony Jaa, like Michael Jaa White, what's his name? Van Damme. Like more like the martial arts action stars got me into
Okay.
martial arts. Not
Cool.
it had nothing to do with MMA. Honestly, I used to think MMA was fake.
Really?
I used to think it was fake because some of the guys that I knew that when I ended up I moved up to Anthem, which was a different type of area than I was used to moving. And some of the guys up there trained mixed martial arts, but they weren't good. They were kids that had money to train,
Yeah.
and they weren't really fighters either. Like there's a lot of them that weren't really fighters that they just trained and they tried to be like bad boys because of it, and they sucked at fighting. Like when it
Yeah.
came down to the actual fight, they didn't have that ability to fight still. So at first I thought it was like, oh, this is like a WWE thing because I didn't know anything about mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And then later on in life, as I kept on fighting people and getting into different altercations, once I humbled myself and went to the gym, I realized that, oh, there's some people that come to the gym just to boast about how cool they are because they practice MMA. And then there's some savages that are technicians and masters in the skill of putting everything together and being vicious. And I was like, oh, I think I like this a lot.
I have a good one. Do you have any advice maybe for, the people who aren't, fighters, they've never fought before, but they're nervous to go to the gym because they might, it's embarrassing. You can't fight. Any advice for those type of people?
You got to humble yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. Humble yourself. Don't go in there with expectations to be a badass. Don't go there with expectations to be able to beat people up or that you're this tough person. We're all very fragile in all reality, and the best fighters realize that they're fragile too, that they're human beings, and that even in all of our strength, we're way more fragile than we think we are. So let go of the ego, show up to the gym, and the chances of you getting punched in the face without having any experience are zero, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good advice. That's good advice. Next one we got is John Silva.
He could be an Something tells me he could at least ride the board.
I
Something
feel like he's
tells.
hard for it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure. I wouldn't doubt if he actually rides skateboards. Like cruisers. I wouldn't doubt if he actually rides them. The way he
Brazil,
jumped, the way he jumped on what's his name back.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to say
All right. Josh Hokett.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna put him at. I put him at bad. I don't think he. I think he would fall right away, but I think he would continue to try, and I think he'd. Yeah, I think he'd continue to try it at least, But I think
Okay.
he'd be bad to start with.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I'll put this next guy at trash. Rampage Jackson. I do not think he could skate.
No, you got to put him at trash. I don't think he would skate. I don't
Yeah,
think he would get on the skateboard. That's not something that he would be interested in doing.
yeah, I don't think so either. Volk. I feel like Volk definitely skated before because I feel like he's. I don't know.
I'll put him at again, just because I'm sure. Honestly, I think he'd be. Honestly, I think I'm wrong there. I think I might just be going off because I don't see him being good at. He's low to the ground, so I think he could be. So we'll go
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you
Okay.
know,
I don't know what it is. Something about. I think Brandon Royval did skate. I think he does skate. I don't know. It just
I
seems like
I
he would.
haven't heard anything about him skating, but I still like I haven't seen any of his clips. I got to put him at. I wouldn't. There's only some solid skaters in the UFC, man, and none of those guys have put any clips up. Not even one clip. Not a clip of them doing anything. Even if they're riding the board, if you're just riding it and you're just cruising, you're not getting above.
Okay. Okay. And the next one we got you. What do you think?
Pro shredder for sure. No, I'm just joking. I'd say I'm a solid skater. Being
All
a
right.
pro is another level, dude. And I never made it to being a pro. So I would have to say solid skater.
Okay. Okay. This next guy, I think he might be as good as you, Peyton Talbot. I'm pretty sure he skates like a ton.
Yeah, no, he's not anywhere near as good as me. Based off his clips, bro. Like he can drop into the bowl, he can do a front lip, he can do front 50/50s in the bowl, but yeah, he's not skating no rails, he's not doing any flip tricks. He's not competition. Yeah, I think he would come out and skate though. That's why I got to put him in a solid skater because he is a solid skater for sure. Like he does skateboard. There's no doubt about that. He's comfortable on his board. You could tell that he used to go to the park regularly and just be there with the guys. You could tell that he like was a part of the culture just in the way that he rides the board. So, and again, he's more of a transition skateboarder, which I love transition as well. So, not copping him out at all. He does some good stuff on transition. But that's why I go back to like where I think that I take the crown because I skate transition, I skate flat ground, I skate hubbas and ledges, I skate rail.
What's the craziest trick you can do?
I mean, it really depends on what you
What's like the hardest thing? Like, what's the hardest thing for you that you can't like you have
like
able to
fakey
do?
bigger flips, nollie big hills, switch laser, nollie lasers. Man, I got a lot of tricks that we can consider big. Switch front 360s, like those are all like flat ground tricks, but I can throw them over things as well. But like on a ledge, I just acquired my K grind nollie 360 shove out, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, and then also I love asking this question because every single fighter has like a pretty good answer. I wonder what your answer would be. What is the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had?
I wouldn't say I have anything that's too weird. Some people just send me voice messages and like they'll be like, you can barely hear what they're saying and it just sounds creepy. And they're not even saying anything like mean. They'll be like, I love you, Marcus. You're the best. But it's just like really creepy. So that's probably the worst fan interactions I get. Nothing too crazy though. I don't get,
Hold on. You oftenly get people whispering to you on Instagram that they love you.
yeah, for sure. Like there's been multiple times that people have sent me them whispering to me with just all kind nice things, but they whisper to me. So it's kind of weird, but whatever.
I mean, yeah, that's a new one. That's why I like asking these questions. I mean, Colby told me that someone like tried to pay him 5,000 to like snap their arm. That was pretty weird. You know who Quillen Salkilled is?
Yeah, he skateboards.
Yeah, someone sent him a video. A guy sent a video of him doing something with himself.
Yeah,
It's insane.
that's
Yeah, I don't,
I
dude.
don't know, man. People are crazy, bro. I already knew that though. I've already known that my whole life, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if I get some other ones, but that's the craziest. And
I
honest,
I wouldn't say that because people are gonna see this. And just yeah,
I'm not against it, dude. Whatever you gotta do for yourself, you gotta do for yourself. Like, it doesn't hurt me to open up something on Instagram and see it's crazy,
bro. I don't know. I don't, dude. I don't think no. Don't say that, dude. You're gonna get like a bunch of dick pics, bro. People are weird, dude.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother level of people want to go to prison. I don't know if people know you can go to jail for sending dick
Okay.
pics. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, expect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so they might not want to do that. Not that I'm a
RBG
snitch.
will be pressing charges.
Yeah, not that I'll for sure press charges, but if I don't, the next one will. So maybe I better do it just to save you.
Yeah, such a weird topic. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, fuck. I'm trying to change it. What do you think about the White House card? That's this weekend. I'm pumped.
As far as like the card being like a historical feat and like for huge for the UFC, huge for the sport of MMA. I like the idea of all those things, but from a political standpoint, obviously, I don't like I agree with Bryce and and those guys as far as like I don't like how our government's getting involved in sports and all the arena type of stuff, dude. I think that should be separate. I definitely think that that's where I draw the line as far as that goes. But as far as like the platform and all the fighters and what they're doing for their families and what they're doing for the sport by fighting on that big of a card and going through everything that they're going to have to go through publicity wise, even as far as like the organization, everybody who's going to work the event, this is a very hard thing to pull off
Yeah,
and very impressive thing to pull off. So kudos to the UFC and kudos to everybody that all their employees and all the fighters and everybody in the background because they're about to make history in a big way. So super stoked for them in that manner. But again, it's like a person as an adult, as a adult citizen, I can understand why people would not be happy with our
yeah,
government playing a role in any type of sporting event.
yeah. I saw a really funny clip yesterday of your friend Bryce Mitchell. He's a bunch of clips. I wonder what you thought. He said that he hates Santa Claus because he's fat, demonic, and gay. I don't. Do you agree with you? Do you also dislike Santa?
It's not that I dislike. Yes, I dislike any idol, right? I believe in Jesus Christ, right? So, the more that you lean into who Jesus Christ is and what He calls you to do, the more you start to see a lot of these other things for what they are. And yeah, you look at a lot of the things that Santa Claus embodies, like up front, what they would sell you up front is not demonic, is not homosexuality, is not those things, right? But there's all these underneaths, right? All the underneaths and then the biggest thing is like the idol worship, right? If he's an idol. Santa Claus is an idol, and
Yeah.
we should not look up or worship any other idol than the Lord above. So again, I don't hate Santa Claus. Like me and my family have decided that I got a
Okay.
Santa Claus sitting right in front of me right now. Me and my
Okay.
family have decided that we're gonna focus on Jesus and the biblical version of what Christmas is going forward. That we're not gonna add Santa Claus into our Christmas. But I don't hate Santa for I just I hate well I guess I do hate Santa because anything that's going against Jesus Christ I'm not for.
Okay. All right. And wrapping this up, anything else you want to say? Maybe some advice. Just talk to the fans. I feel like you're going to be a big star. I mean, you already, you're pretty popular. You're very entertaining. But what do you want to say?
Yeah, man, like put God first, man. Get into the Bible. Start reading the good book, man. We gotta start changing the culture and stop thinking that we're good people and start to realize what is good and only the Lord is good, and He provides. It's only because of Him that we are here, and it's only because of Him that we have food and we have everything that we need and that we can train, that we can fight, and we gotta give Him His glory before Jesus comes back because only on this side of eternity will we have the chance to worship such a good God. Because on the other side of eternity, we'll know the difference. So, put God first in your life. Keep on moving with that, and then humility, man. Let's bring humility back. Let's bring respect back. Let's bring discipline back. The fruits of the spirit, like honor. Like let's bring all those things back, man. They're not weakness. And I think that there's so much fruit inside of those things. Uh, and yeah, that's if I had anything to say, that's what I would say, man. Say to the fans is put God first, man. And then as far as being a star, I'm a servant, man. So I'm not a superstar. They can have the superstar if they want to. If they like, I'm not chasing being a superstar. I'm chasing being a servant, man. I want to be the best servant I can be to the people. So, like that's what I'm trying to get on, man. And
Servant.
yes, sir, a servant to my community, a servant to my
Okay.
family,
So I said, what do you mean by that? Okay.
uh,
Okay.
servant to the community, servant to my family, servant to all those people who are looking up to me, all the people who that would say that like looking for fame, like a
Yeah.
servant to them, to serve them with purpose, like to give them purpose, to give them hope and a future, right? Not just take from them, not just try to supply a product and package a product to them for them to just follow me for my growth, right? I
Yeah.
would like to be a staple for growth for all those who do follow me, not so that I'm the idol, but so that they get actual value from being on this side, because it's one thing to have fans and followers and be famous and just be taken from people. It's another thing to be given to them and to genuinely care about what's going on with them. So that's what I want to achieve.
All right. I mean, you can't really dislike this guy. So I just wanna say thank you. And yeah, so he's coming out Monday or Friday. And stay tuned, subscribe, like, let's go.